Do you have anything you want to make a story?
Yeah.
Do you have something that's driving you crazy?
Yeah.
Well, write the script. That's number one.
We got the script.
This screenplay, Shallow Grave, it's about film about love, trust, and friendship. It's also about sex, violence, evil, greed, anger, betrayal, duplicity, death, dismemberment, and disposal.
You have a script of yourself that you wrote, have you?
Last year, my brother Andrew and I took our script, Shallow Grave, to the Edinburgh Film Festival, hoping to attract money men and stars. 12 months later, low-budget finance was in place from Channel 4 and the City of Glasgow. But in true Hollywood fashion, I was jettisoned from the project just a few weeks prior to shooting. Instead of suing the hell out of him, I decided to exact my revenge by filming him as he produced his first feature film, to catch him in the act of digging his own grave.
Set in Edinburgh, but we're making most of it in Glasgow because the City of Glasgow gave us some money. But we're coming over to Edinburgh to do 3 days in a couple of weeks, do the exteriors. Most of it's set in this flat. It's about these 3 flatmates who live in a sort of really fancy Newtown apartment, or a sort of gorgeous Newtown apartment, and are looking for a 4th guy to move in at the beginning of the film. The 4th guy moves in, well, he tops himself before they have a choice. And he leaves behind this pile of money. Then they have to, do they or don't they? And of course they do.
And just wide enough to include the knife, I guess. And then David slumps across there in the background. What you could do is not reveal her. Is actually stick it through is that it comes out through the neck. You see the look on his face. And then you see it, you sense the person behind pull it out, and on that shot he falls to the floor as well. So it would be at least a 2-shot of David kneeling and she behind him.
Can you tell me a bit about your character?
Well, I don't really know at the moment. I kept saying to Danny, she's underwritten, and he just said, no, she's mysterious.
I think that works quite well for the first one.
So then what do we do for the dinner? We put more on?
Well, there's going to be quite a different... we could do it more with the hair slightly more.
Yeah.
What we could do is drying at the roots there and give you a wee bit more of a styled hair. And then you've got the glasses on.
Yeah.
So that'll give you a different look.
Shooting starts in, what did they say, -5 days. Monday the 27th, we're now Wednesday. Mega panic this morning was that we almost didn't get Kerry's work permit. Not that she knew that, but Equity, the actual actors' union, knocked it back and said she couldn't have it because there were too many, Australasian actresses. I think they meant neighbour stars. The set is grown to absolute mega proportions, a bit of megalomania there, so that's costing a lot more money to light and prop. The location manager's had to leave because he's ill, and so that's a replacement just 4 days before we start shooting. We haven't quite got all the cast, we haven't quite got all the locations. I'd be glad when they start, that's for sure. On the phone. Hello?
I think that's good. And we'll put a different blade on there so it's a bit more jagged. It's just a saw of some kind.
For sawing through the bones?
Yeah, we've got lots of different saws.
It's just whether they'd figure, whether they know enough to know you'd need a blade like that.
I think you get a variety.
A jet cut.
It's got a good blade on it.
Yeah, it certainly has.
And we just got another hammer as well. I thought that one was quite good. When he's doing his eyes in.
Putting his eyes out. Where'd you get all these?
B&Q. I mean, you should see what they've got there.
Right, what can I tell you? We start filming in a fortnight's time, 27th of September, for 6 weeks. And we're basically just looking for lots of people for lots of different kinds of scenes.
A lot of it's hanging around, that's the truth of it. So it's quite long days.
Just the same as well out there?
Worse. That's just to give you a taste of what it's like.
Do you do any Scottish country dancing? Can you do Strip the Willow?
Yes, I can do
You can do Strip the Willow. Have you done this before?
Yeah, I was in the big one, again. I think it'll be interesting, it'll be something different, something I've not done before.
I was the minister in Taggart at a cremation service, that was a few years ago.
I just want to enjoy it and something to do. I don't work and I'm free, so I thought, why not?
And it's massive, absolutely massive. Bit of megalomania here, I'm afraid. This is.
So that's Juliet's room, David's room, Alex's room. Oh, he gets the biggest room.
He gets the biggest room just because there's a lot less action.
I like it.
The set, you could buy a flat, you could buy a huge flat, you couldn't buy a flat this big. I don't think you make flats this big. I think it's costing about £50,000.
Looks pretty good.
Got a serious financial problem. What was ordered was 64 rolls of 1,000 foot,
yes,
right? And 18 boxes of 400 foot, not 18 rolls of 400 foot, which basically means that we're way, way under. And that's obviously why there was such a difference in, you know, yesterday afternoon.
In the stock saving. Right. So what's the real cost?
Right, what I've done is, well, it's going to be quite a lot, to put it mildly.
I mean, it's all our faults, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody should have noticed that. We all looked at that, and even then, because when I budgeted it, I knew it was very tight then because I tried to knock the 20% off already with the Channel 4 discount, and I knew it was going to be, and then I just thought this was good news.
Do you know why it is? It's because it's been a historic figure. It's gone right through several cost statements. So it's gone through all that form, and going through it, we just passed the cost over. That cost over.
At the end of the world.
Well, we just had a rehearsal, and I've sent them off now, the artists off now, to try and finish the makeup. They've got to dress this about another half an hour. I think we'll probably turn over around about an hour's time. I'm going to do this. What I've got to do as well, because we've got about 125 extras today, so what I want to try and do is feed them in first. So, see the table in the corner, where the other 4 people are. It was a small ball. Now, can we just have your attention, please? Danny would just like to have a few words with you to try and explain what we're going to be doing today.
This is a film called Shallow Grave. I'm the director, Danny Boyle. That's John Dones. He's the first. It's a film about 3 youngish people set in Edinburgh, and this is a medical charity raising ball. And the 3 are Kerry Fox, who's playing Juliet, Ewan McGregor, who's playing Alex. He's in the check jacket. And this is Chris Eccleston, who's playing David. Okay.
Frustrating is it though for a filmmaker to actually have to go around and get the money before you actually get round to making the film? Does it not detract from the creative process a bit?
I think, you know, makes us, we've only got a certain amount of time, a certain amount of money. We can't do it that way, so we have to think up a new way of doing it. You know, it makes us, simplicity and ingenuity, you know, our main goals on this picture. You know. It's a small film, so it'll always get put into small cinemas. But it should, everybody should enjoy it. It's called Shallow Grave. You know, I should hope a lot of people go to see it for the title alone. Secondly, and I think most importantly for Glasgow, it make everybody aware that there is this film that was made in Glasgow. It's possible to make a film in Glasgow. It's not particularly, it's even set in Edinburgh, this film, and we're shooting it in Glasgow. You know, you should be able to come to Glasgow and shoot New York or Chicago or Johannesburg or wherever you want. That's the whole point.
Done it. Finished that first day.
Yeah, very good. Was it good?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, fine.
Yeah, if you can come back and have a quick word about this ending.
Yes, we'll do.
That'd be good. The ending.
Yeah.
The ending. I think what we have to think is really what we want to say. I mean, I just mentioned it to John.
Yeah.
He wasn't so upset with the crying. He was upset because I mentioned the crying. And maybe I should never do this with Channel 4, but I was completely honest. I said, what do you think, Jack? And he said yes, but I definitely think she should have the voiceover at the end. It's the only time that John got quite angry about that. But I also think that the crying, it's all like if we were making a $40 million movie and you wanted people to go home a little bit happy, then you might have the crying and the ending. I mean, I said to them, you know, that I am at the moment a bit conciliatory, so I said, we'll record an ending of Kerry.
Yeah.
And play it, and who knows, maybe it will work.
I don't want that getting out to that's all.
Oh, right, of course.
I want to be... Have you told anybody else?
No, I haven't told anybody else.
Good.
Because I'm not...
And then we would do it separately because it would be very upsetting to her, I think.
Right.
You're going to tell me a little bit about why everyone's so discontent in the office today?
There's a bit of friction amongst production team. No, not amongst the production team, because there's no friction between us. Between us and the first AD, who's also associate producer.
What do you think's going to happen?
I don't know. It's hanging in the balance. I think something will have to give, because I don't think we can carry on like this for another 5.5 weeks. Whether people will be sacked because it'll actually solve the problem, or whether they'll be sacked as scapegoats, I don't know.
Good.
Well, you should have a... Is that somebody pointing a torch through the window? Oh, can they switch that off, please, whoever it is?
So there seems to be new personnel here.
Change of personnel at the weekend. Various different reasons. Compatibility. Things like that. It happens. This is the burying of the body. This is sawing off the hands, the feet, knocking out the teeth. Action!
So the crew are now a big happy family.
Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it? I haven't been to see a film in months, Chris. It's death. Of course not. That's not. But that's not. It's different. I'm not into making this kind of movies. I'm not Kosowski, you know. I'm into making this film that I'm in here, you know. I know exactly what I'm into making. Well, I'm not going straight to Hollywood because Hollywood wouldn't have me yet. Yeah, but nobody goes to see them. I didn't say every good film meant to be made in Hollywood. Well, this is the main difference, Chris, is you make them for a few people. I want to make them for a lot. I think that's the fundamental difference. Oh. That door looks spot on. It's really difficult unless you see them close, though, you know? That looks so in focus, doesn't it? Well, his stomach is perfect. His legs. His face is not there. It's outrageous, that, isn't it? Absolutely outrageous. Who would die like that? I must say, in that way, I feel like redoing it. For that alone.
What do you think?
Not perfect. Not perfect. But maybe we can live with it.
What will you have to do if it is out of focus?
You have to reshoot it. To reshoot it, we'll have to make a claim against our insurance. Because it's a technical fault, not a human error.
So you have to reshoot a whole day, and the insurance will pay for it.
That's the idea. Don't know whether they will, because they might not. I don't know how if they'll say that's out of focus. But I don't like that shot anyway, so we can't have to reshoot it.
That would mean you'd have to get the actor back up from London, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I don't think he's available in one thing or another. I need availability, and obviously that would push us on into extra days in the schedule. It all becomes very difficult.
This is the one you're going to open for us. Oh, there's a bit of film.
There's a little bit of waste film there. Not a lot, that's about 25 to 30 feet there. I get this a little clean out very quickly. And we got that. On that side. I don't really know, to be honest, how much we're off schedule. But we're working, extended days a lot, and we're working this Saturday to try and catch up.
And at the moment, my calculations are that we've got 8 1,000-foot rolls left and 7 400s. And I just wanted to check with you, because if you think there's a possibility of us going over that, then I should be ordering from the stocks. Well, I should be ordering from whoever today.
I think you should check at lunchtime and then at tea time.
Yeah, because they'd already, by about 9:15, they'd already shot about 1,200 foot.
Yeah, they're doing a very long tape.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, presumably there's some cost even if we order it. Even if we order 3,000, 4,000 feet, there's some cost if we don't use it.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling fine in terms of health. Almost the end of the 3rd week, which is almost halfway through.
You look tired.
I'm alright. Just had a wee sleep this morning, actually. A couple of extra hours. Well, basically the set has been the problems for everything with this film. The financial problems. It's too big. And now the floor, I mean, it's absolutely huge. Now the floor squeaks and everything else.
Channel 4 going to come up and see you at all?
Yeah, they're coming next week. David Hawkins coming next week.
Have they seen any rushes so far?
Yep, we're very happy. That's enough of this, I just can't be bothered. I'm just silly questions.
Graham, you couldn't just tell me what you do and what you're came up here for today?
Well, I represent film financiers who are the completion guarantors, and it's just a normal trip that I come to check progress and discuss the costs of the film with the producer and generally just see how filming is proceeding.
And are things going okay here?
Well, the picture's on schedule. There are some of the normal problems associated with any low-budget film, but I think things are pretty good.
What can you do if something like this is way behind schedule? What can you do?
Well, normally we'd hope we could work.
Thank the producer.
We could work out with the producer a plan, but I'm afraid that at the end of the day, the guarantor does retain really quite draconian powers of taking over the production and replacing any personnel that it feels necessary.
What did you want? The money? Was that it? We just wanted to talk to you. Who else have we just wanted to talk to? Maybe you thought they'd already got me. Who? Your friends. I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe you don't. I'm talking about the police.
Just with, less than 10,000 in contingency, which isn't really enough to finish the film. So if we don't stay roughly on schedule, then we're in real danger of him, having even more control in post-production. Well, they help and all the rest of it, but they're not going to put up any more cash. That's all right. He'll be all right. He'll be all right. I'm not worried. We've got enough cash to do it.
And then it's while he reaches back for the next knife that Juliet comes behind him and scoop through his. So the most difficult shot, I guess, is through the throat. Is that moment through the throat?
Well, I've got the mechanism here that we built for this. Now this will be set into. Do you want to hold it in? This will be set into a prosthetic going there and that.
Just see that again? Just do that again, please. Again? Any faster? Can you go faster than that? Yeah, the faster the better, wouldn't you say?
These shots must be discussed completely. There's no possibility of change. Each shot should be approximately timed and scheduled into the day and a half we have to shoot.
What are you worried might happen to the fight scene?
I'm worried that we might not have planned it out sufficiently and to be able to do it in the time we've got, and that it might end up being, too arty. I want it to be completely real. It's got to be really, really horrible.
This is not an art movie.
No, this certainly is not an art movie, even though some of it might look suspiciously like one.
Gee, thanks.
Right, nice and slow.
David. Hi. Okay. We've picked up a lot of momentum today, but we're still waiting for the first prosthetic shot. So that's it could go very smoothly. It could be take time, but we've done a lot. We did 10 setups in the morning. We did 9 in the whole of yesterday. So
just go wallop, then go for the next fucker. Wallop.
No, that second one you need to raise the knife, so you need to enjoy the fact you're going to kill him then. And it's at that moment as you get there, we're on the knife, then we cut to back to Ewan's face, then we cut back to you, and she rushes in,
and does whack. And then when we do the other shots leading up to this, we have to remember to play not the activity of it, but actually him holding him like a rabbit in headlights, holding his eye contact.
Right, Willie. Let's get the Japanese lantern over.
Just sticks on. This is quite dingy anyway.
That's the brothers, well, we've actually got some drippy stuff.
All right. I'll put this on as a base set.
Right, good.
Can we just pull the shirt down from the bottom, just to make sure? Do that now, because that's That's it. That'll have to ride that a bit. That's it. So whether are you going for the knife?
Ready? Action. 1, 2, 3.
And then board.
4, 5, 9, check on the end. Yep. Watch Chris. Get his knife out of the way.
By the shirt, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Again, I know lots and lots of that I saw through. I don't know if I'm missing it or not.
I've got a sore throat.
So how are you feeling? Liberated?
Feeling that, yeah. Feeling like, you know, it's quite a big weight off your shoulders just to know you've got it all there. But a lot still to do. A lot of editing to do. And we've got a very tight editing schedule as well. So the pressure isn't really off. But looking forward to a few days off.
You off to Malibu?
No, there's been a big fire there. I don't think it's a good idea.
We are in Kangaroo Film Festival.
What did you think of the film? It's dire, it's awful. I've never seen such a load of old garbage.
Excuse me? What did you think of the film?
Oh, not bad at all. The ending was very cruel, very good. I like it.
Had them in the palm of its hand, and the way the breath was being drawn in, the way they were laughing in the right places. That was a good response from a market screening in Cannes.
Well, I'm just trying to recover from my nausea.
Exhausting. What did you think?
Fucking magic.
Happy, excited?
Yeah, very much, yeah. It's very strange to see it from behind a lot of people, you know? With the light all over their heads. It's lovely. And it was a very nice audience. We were very fortunate.
How you feeling?
Very seriously, Chad.
You know, a bit damp, I'd say. It's quite tense. Expecting everybody to walk out halfway through. I don't think that many people walked out. But I can't tell, to be honest, but I've never seen such a big smile on the salesman, you know, ever. Keeps doing that, you know. So something must have gone right, I think. Are you going for a drink?
McDonald's on Tuesday.